Well, going into the school year, Miller High School has a new principal. Our reporter Marissa Cummings tells us how he is raising the bar on campus.
Bruce Wilson may be the new principal at Miller, but he's been working for CCISD for years. He started as the assistant principal at King High School and then
was blessed with the opportunity to go to George Evans Elementary as the principal for 3 years, and then caught up with my kids at Driscoll Middle School as their principal for 3 years.
And now he's catching up with his kids at Miller and raising the expectations for students and faculty. Wilson's doing that by focusing on the school mission, campus safety and security, and school dress code.
Some things students were coming wearing shorts, athletic shorts and such. We want to make kids, you're coming, this is your job. So we want kids dressed in appropriate shorts.
And with school less than 2 weeks away, Wilson's message is already resonating with the staff.
Dress code and professionalism and setting Miller at a bar that we want the rest of the district to meet. And so he does that by setting himself at a level that we should meet. And I think that's really positive.
Another new addition to the Buck family is head band director Michael Williamson. He says when he met Wilson and told him his goals for the students, they were on the same page instantly.
And he just nodded his head and he said, lifelong learners, productive citizens. That's why I'm here. And so we hit it off right then and there.
School in CCISD starts on August 27th. Marissa Cummings, 3 News.